guest today is somebody we admire, we love, and for me personally, somebody who's been a teacher and a guru for a very long time, and a very forgiving one, if I may say. Arun, wonderful to have you on Off the Cuff, and thank you very much, great audience of Chennai. I think the hotel has run out of extra chairs. We are so sorry, some people have to stand in the back, but ladies, my apologies to all of you, but blame Arun for this. So Arun, you gave a great exposition on the books and the ideas. Now, from what I understand, are you debunking or are you stopping short of debunking the idea that there can be religious visions which cannot be explained rationally? Or are you saying that all religious visions can be explained rationally, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa not breathing for a long time being sleep apnea? Or could be like sleep apnea?
No. You see, the question there is, for instance, about the question of visions. The idea is not that they can be explained. Many people like us, or anybody suffering from Parkinson's or from many other diseases would have hallucinations. That's not a vision. In Ramakrishna's case, the vision would be, he will suddenly start feeling, I must see Krishna. And he will, it is this condition called in meditation total immersion. So he would be so immersed in Krishna. But time has passed, Krishna has not come. So he says, no. This must be because I must first have Radha's permission to see Krishna. So I must, and actually I want to see Krishna as Radha saw him. So his level of total immersion was such, his depth of total immersion was such that then he will start wearing a lady's clothes. He will start wearing jewelry. His gait will change. His voice will change. Even those who were very close to him would not recognize him. And sure enough, Krishna would appear. He would feel, oh, I want to see Lord Hanuman. Now then, he couldn't walk. He would hop. It's not an act. He would not be able to take cooked food. He would take only raw food. He started living on the tree. He says, my eyes became restless like that of a monkey. He says that my tailbone in that period grew by 1 inch. Now, you can say it is all lies, it is all imagination, it is fabricated, but the better way would be to say, let us see, take him at his word and see whether this can result from total immersion. So that's what the book explores. That I get so immersed, the same thing happened, he wanted to see Jesus, he wanted to see the prophet, the same sort of sequence occurs. But so is it really that there is a Jesus or there is a Krishna who appeared? Or is it that this total immersion so changes my psychology that I see what I am yearning for? Because Sri Ramakrishna would say, put the maximum emphasis on longing. A devotee asks him, sir, when will I see God? So he said, I'll tell you. The same question was asked of a guru. And the guru he said, I'll tell you. So he took him to a lake and said, drink water. So the man went down to drink it, and the guru pressed his head into the water and kept it there, and kept it there, and kept it there, and then released it. He said, how did you feel? He said, sir, I thought I would die. I yearn for breath. He said, when you yearn for God that much, He will appear. Now the question is, at that time, is it the yearning that leads us to that experience, or is the experience something else? That's the question which is considered. So it is not to debunk or anything like that, it is to examine, and I am modest enough to have put as the subtitle, the first word is speculation side, not conclusions.
It's the only time an author is calling his conclusion speculation. How do you see this when you hear the current clamor time has come for India to become a Vishwa Guru.
This is just, I've said this earlier, a friend of mine used a phrase, in Sikhism we say, in Punjab we say, Jo bole so nihal.
And then we say Sat Sri Akal. Then we say Sat Sri Akal. Jo bole so nihal means whoever chants God's name shall do fine.
Shall prosper. तो हमारे यहाँ है जो हाइपर बोले सो निहाल. So this Vishwa Guru something at a time when we are tearing each other, when we are lynching each other, this is delusionary. And actually speaking, how much of the ancient culture which these people embodied, which Gandhiji embodied, is there in us today? We are not living that tradition. So kiske guru banenge? You want to see good writing on Buddhism today? You will see it in the West, not in India. So I don't think that this is just this current craze for using big words. 21st century will be the century of India. ऐसे ही थोड़ा बन जाती है. You have to work at it, and you have to work at it for a century.
You can't order it in the next.
And nor can you wish it.
Not wish it unless you work at it.
Yes.
So there is a soft power aspect to this Vishwa Guru thing. We had Klaus Schwab tell us that India can become a much bigger power than it is. It can punch above its economic and military weight if it uses soft power much better. So isn't spirituality a part of India's soft power? This World Yoga Day, for example.
Firstly, soft power works if you have hard power. China if it sets up Confucius institutes abroad, they will work only to the extent to which it actually acquires physical power in economic strength or in military prowess. Second thing is that yoga, yes, it's a good demonstration of something or the other. But as far as spirituality is concerned, unless we become practitioners of spirituality rather than overt religiosity, that's not something that the world will take us seriously for. In fact, our talking of spirituality and lynching somebody is going to only show up the contrast, and we will be regarded as hypocrites. So please, if you want to be this Vishwa Guru business, I'll give you a simple example. Not from spirituality. You see, Gandhiji's case, in Swaraj, he always said, this is my testimony. It is the plea for an alternate to Western civilization. But what are we doing today? It is only Westernization. Unthinkingly just running in one direction. There are many good things in the West. We should learn that. But what has that got to do with an alternate to Western civilization? We say Gandhiji, and we say he's a Chatur Baniya. Gandhiji is our soft power, the emblem of our soft power. और हम कहते हो चतुर बनिया है. You think the world is not listening?
Mr. Shourie, my name is Mahrukh Inayat. You mentioned that today we're increasingly, all religions talk about the inner search, but today increasingly the focus is on the external. And you mentioned, a green sari would make people believe that you have a Muslim heart. My question is, this increasing focus on the external, is it because of the polity we have, the politicians or the government in particular at the center right now, or is it because of the people? Is it because largely people also, because just to blame the politicians alone would be unfair?
Oh, there must be a fertile soil, but the seeds are being thrown by somebody else. So the primary focus is to be, the primary responsibility is of the politicians and of the so-called religious gurus who are keeping quiet on this and maybe encouraging it on the side. Because after all, 5 years ago, these things were are not having. Just 5 years ago. How are they happening now? I believe, we take a thing like Gauraksha. I sincerely believe it has absolutely nothing to do with devotion to the cow. It has only, these are things, love jihad. These are things which are being thrown up so as to provide a rationale for the local bully to browbeat the persons who become more dominant in his own region. That's what it is. In love jihad, I'll give you, that's an external example. That Muslim boys are wooing in Hindu girls, converting them so that there will be Muslim children, etc. How is it that the moment the last vote in the elections in 2014 was cast, love jihad disappeared? And there is a pattern. Some people who we can say, अरे नहीं यार मोदी को पता नहीं है, ये तो मिनट में कोई कह रहा है. Somebody in Merit is saying this. How can the Prime Minister be listening to everything? Actually, he is all the time listening in Twitter also. He is very well informed. But in any case, these chaps make these inflammatory remarks. They start these the local incidents. And they go on and on and on for 6-7 months. And then it is that the Prime Minister makes a general statement. Motherhood is good. This is not our culture. Gandhi ji would not have approved it. तो 7 महीने से गांधी जी याद नहीं आए थे क्या? So I think that this is not to do only with the people, but it is the primary responsibility. You see, if I may just use a phrase I had once to use when Karan Thapar had asked me this question. The Prime Minister of India is not a Deputy Secretary in the Department for Homeopathy in the central government. He is the Prime Minister. He has to set the moral tone for the country. And when the first spark of such an incident takes place, he must be the one who settles it. Who says it's right or wrong. None of us has that voice. तो ये मन की बात इतनी देर के बाद याद आती है. And at the time of the Muzaffar riots, I had actually made a study of the Twitters. What do you call this? Twitter hacker. Twitter of Mr. Modi's tweeting business at that time. What was he tweeting about? All sorts of things. James Cameron ko happy birthday. Mahesh Sharma ko happy birthday. But not about the killing. So it is not that he was uninformed. वो बेखबर तो है, पर इतने बेखबर भी नहीं.
Mr. Shourie, you said that you've always believed in going against the tide and questioning, at least on the issues that you find the government tilting towards. Wouldn't you have actively wanted to be a part of politics and do this? Do you find yourself today politically isolated?
Quite frankly, the turn which politics has taken after Mr. Vajpayee's demitting office is a politics in which a person like me could not have survived for 15 minutes.
But could you have participated in building a different kind of politics?
I don't think so. Because you see, one person or two persons can't make that much of a difference in an ocean. We have toothpicks in our hands and we can't change the shape of an ocean. At best, what you can do is that you are then given one particular assignment and you do discharge that particular function honestly and well. But there, I believe, we must judge the character of a regime in its totality and then see whether you want to assist that particular regime given its total character. You can't be Albert Spears, a great architect, but he's designing the great plazas and the great events for Hitler. That's our function. So the question really would be whether, let us take a very great and eminent lawyer, and he is asked to be the Attorney General defending the acts of the government which are wrong. He does them very proficiently. Is he being true to his profession? Or is he being an Albert Speer? So I feel that unless the rulers are open to what Shekhar said, do you think you could not have changed the character of the regime? No, the bulk of the regime, their character, their direction, their determination to proceed in that particular way is clear. And it is clear that there is no dialogue. There is no, feedback. If I may contrast the thing, that in Atalji's time, you could say anything. Narayan will remember. Anything. To his face. In the cabinet meeting. But today, on all accounts, it's not the case at all. And you see this, the result of that is decisions like demonetization. It's sort of, government by regulation. रात को ख्याल आया, इल्हाम, और सुबह एक चीज कर दी है. Nobody is there to stop it. So, in such a situation, when there is no dialogue, no discussion, what will you change about the regime? A fundamental thing with which I could not have put up, frankly, at all, is the addiction to falsehood. Exaggeration to the point of falsehood. There's 2 lakh crores garnered from coal mining auctions. Headlines, 2 lakh crores. And how much was actually the revenue? 6,700 crores. But headlines were 2 lakh crores. 2 lakh crores would have been got if those who had won the coal mines had worked them to full capacity for 30 years. Every fool knows that in 30 years coal is not going to be the preferred fuel. Just now it was as if 10,000 crores have been given to Dalit entrepreneurs for startups. Startups के लिए 10,000 crores given. Please correct me if the figure is wrong. But then I saw this other day, the story that actually how many people have been helped to start? 4. What is the total outlay? Probably a crore or so. Out of what the impression was created, 10,000 crore. GST? Supposing Arun Dattar is wrong, and it is going to be the great boon to the country. But it is a tax. It is just a tax. And you are putting it at par with the independence of India? Midnight session? So how could we be part of that? But the allegation always is, on what this perspective business, that you are saying all this only because you were not made a minister. This shows that in India, people seem to put great store by being a minister. अरे क्या पढ़ा है मिनिस्ट्री में? And also that they have such a low opinion of a person like me that because he is not a minister, therefore he. And at the same time, you keep recognizing that I write against the current. And therefore, I am not just unemployed, but unemployable.
Question there. When do you think the RBI would come out with the demonetization numbers on currency collection?
It's a very interesting question, and it speaks to the falsehoods that are today the norm. Because if you see, till the 12th of December, कब हुई है demonetization? 8 November.
8 November.
So till the 12th of December, the RBI could give you a daily figure of how much money has been received by branches in all banks all over the country. And after the 31st of December, they are still not able to count. So obviously there is something that is wrong. Either that more money has come in than was in circulation. That means that the whole object of finding that those fake notes has gone. Or that black money has not been found. So something like that is there obviously. And everybody is silent. Nobody can explain how for now, how many months there? 5 months. And all this digitization, computerization, automatic counting machines can't count. And it makes one feel so small that a governor of the Reserve Bank cannot speak up. Imagine what would have happened if Dr. Y.V. Reddy were the governor. Would he have kept silent like this?
My name is Rangarajan. I am an entrepreneur here. So, observation and a worry thereof, since you are from media. So, if you look at the discussions and questions, several questions which came from the Chennai audience was very intellectual to the subject that you wrote. And the two questions, I have nothing against you, lady, from the media were around the subjects which are very, and I have some agreements, disagreements, and that, but around political things which will make headlines. Okay. So, building on that very briefly, that today media you see either the extreme support to the government or extreme negativity to the government, and is that also contributing to the discourse and the mentality of extreme views? There's no objective media. Is that a problem as much as a political leadership is a problem? Is this a sign of things to come in India?
So I think that's a very important question. And it's not just the media that is going with the times. It is the fact that we as viewers are not exercising what they always say. The remote is in your hand. It used to in my hand, but it's in your hand. Why do you watch them? You're wasting your time.
Although it's very useful, you could drive the Chinese away over 1 hour of prime time discussion.
Shekhar is always telling us, reminding us of these warriors on TV and how they are vitiating international relations perceptions also.
Somebody said we'll part to Peking.
So the first point about Gandhiji was just please withdraw cooperation. So withdraw cooperating with them. Don't waste your time reading, seeing them on television. Read books. Second point, Shekhar. I think there is a very real point that you have said that the danger to which you have pointed is a very real thing. If things continue as they are at present, I am certain that within 1 year, the year will not be out and it will become almost impossible to receive or put out true information through the regular media. Therefore, it is very important that such organizations succeed, that such attempts like Shekhar's, like Madhu Trehan's, like Alt News, like that SM,
That hope
Slayer, these alternate news people, they succeed. Because it will be then through them that facts will come out and they will then, in traditional Indian way of word of mouth, spread across the country.
But is there polarization? Is there either you are for the government or you are against the government?
I think that has happened a lot, Shekhar, because one, that we read perspectives into each other. And secondly, the government actually is intervening a lot. I have not seen any government in India which has tried to stop the voice of the media by stuffing so many advertisements into their mouth as this one. You are bribing them. And a subterranean spread of fear. You may feel it this year. But certainly you talk to the Delhi journalists, they are afraid.